New York, gracias a los fans, gracias for being here with the press. We greatly appreciate you covering this fight and this event. We feel that this event will be really one to remember, because the fact that you have two fighters that are equally matched, and we really haven't seen this type of event in quite a while. For instance, this fight reminds me of Julio Cesar Chavez when he fought Pernell Whitaker. You know, who's gonna win? You had De La Hoya versus Ike Corte. Who's gonna win? You know, these are the type of fights that people really want to see. And I have to commend Saul Canelo Alvarez, because he wanted Lara. He chose Lara, and he chose the most dangerous fighter out there at 154 pounds. We have to agree with that. Lara is a very dangerous opponent. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no trying to saddle this fight. It is what it is. You have two good fighters that on July 12th will prove who is the best on that night. So I commend you, Canelo. Gracias por elegir a Lara, que sabemos que es una pelea peligrosa, pero para ser grande tienes que pelear con los mejores. Lo mismo con Lara, él quiere pelear con todos. Él sabe que esta es una pelea peligrosa, pero para ser grande tienes que pelear con los grandes. Así que gracias a los peleadores por hacer esta pelea para todos los fans, especialmente. This will be a junior middleweight fight taking place Saturday, July 12th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Also, I want to thank the sponsors, Corona and AT&T. Thank you very much for all your support, for all the marketing you do. Thank you for sending the message to all the boxing fans and non-boxing fans. This fight is being produced and distributed live by Showtime Pay-Per-View, and tickets are already on sale. They're really selling fast, not only because we have a spectacular main event, but as you know, Golden Boy now has the reputation of putting on the best cards from top to bottom, so this will be no exception. He will have the biggest names on the card July 12th from top to bottom. And that's a treat for the fans, for the fans who pay their hard-earned money to not only watch one fight, but watch 4 good fights on Saturday night, July 12th. I'm happy to announce that Fathom Events, they will be showing the fight across the country in the movie theaters. So if you haven't had that experience, I think a few of you have had that experience. You know, you buy your individual ticket. It's like watching a movie. It's HD. You're with other fans, experiencing just a wonderful time with you know, Lara fans, Canelo fans. It's quite a treat. So I really recommend, if you don't watch it on pay-per-view, go to fathomevents.com. and you can find out more information about fathomevents.com. This fight is being called Honor and Glory. You know, both fighters are fighting for honor. Both fighters are fighting for glory. You know, who is going to be the best? You know, there's a lot of honor, yes, involved in this fight. You know, Lara winning this fight or Canelo winning this fight, you know, it really is going to be an honor, you know, to beat the other guy, you know, because both guys have the ability to be great, and to beat a great fighter, it really is an honor, you know, to be in that ring with a great fighter. So this title was perfect, you know, the glory of doing it for your country, or the glory of just doing it for the fans. From wherever you're at, whoever you are, you know, that's why I love boxing so much, because inside that squared circle, there's no nationality. Two fighters are going in, stepping in the ring, and they just want to win. They just want to win and put on a great fight. So whether Lara's from Cuba and Canelo's from Mexico, when they step inside the ring, they're fighting for honor and glory for the whole world. So it really is a pleasure being involved in this event and making sure we just put, like I said, from top to bottom, a spectacular card once again. And yes, Showtime is known for putting these types of events, and Golden Boy is the pioneer of making these fights. I'm sorry, you know what, I correct myself. Don King many years ago would do the top to bottom stacked cards. When Chavez used to fight, when Mike Tyson used to fight, you would see Felix Trinidad on the card. You know, so he paved the way. But now we're going to continue it with Golden Boy and Showtime, so we're very, very happy about that. Ahora les quiero presentar el equipo Lara. I want to take this moment now to introduce to you Team Lara, Lara's co-manager, College, Bob Santos, who's on the right there, Bob Santos. Also Lara's co-manager to the podium to say a few words, Luis de Cubas Jr.
I want to thank everybody, thank the fans especially for making it out, the media. I thank Stephen Espinosa from Showtime for this opportunity. Best man in boxing, Al Hain, I'd like to thank him. Canelo Alvarez, for stepping up to the plate and finding the best fighter in the division. And there's really not much more to talk about. On July 12th, you're going to see the best two fighters at 154 pounds battling it out, and there's only going to be one winner. And that's the American dream. Erislandy Lara.
Now, to introduce to you the man who makes it all happen. He prepares him, he gives him the strategy, and makes sure that his fight is going to be ready 100% come July 12th. The trainer, Ronnie Shields.
Hey guys, first of all, I want to give all the glory to God. It's a pleasure to be here in New York. This is our third sitting on this tour. It's been a great tour. I think both guys are really, really popular with everybody. And I was surprised to see how many fans are here in New York. So that's good. This fight had to happen. There was really no way, nowhere either guy could really go at this point in their career but to fight each other. And I'm so happy that Canelo, he keeps showing that he's one of the best fighters out there. I keep fighting the best fighters in the world. And that's how you have to do it. This is what boxing is all about, the best fighting the best. And Erislandy Lara is always up for the challenge. And this is what it's going to be, a challenge. Both fighters are great fighters. And the fans are going to really be the true winners of this fight. And I think everyone is going to be really excited because you saw both guys have similar opponents in Austin Trout and Alpha Anguilla. Lara, when he fought Anguilla first, he really beat Anguilla a lot. He got dropped twice, but at the same time, look at the beating he put on Anguilla. Trust me, Anguilla was not the same fighter when he fought Canelo Alvarez. Then on the other end, Canelo fought Austin Trout first. And it was a really, really grueling fight, and he dropped Trout. And it's hard to say whether Austin Trout was the same fighter when he fought Erislandy Lara. But Lara really schooled him very, very bad. I mean, he really, really schooled Austin Trout. So we can compare both guys and say that, people say styles make fights, and they do. But these guys have the style. It's like thunder. When thunder hits, it's going to be a knockout. It's going to be a knockout.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. He comes from, he hails out of of Cuba, and you know that in Cuba you have all these great amateur fighters. And obviously Erislandy Lara is no exception. I believe he had more than 250 amateur fights, so he has that experience, that great pedigree, you know, of all that experience he received in the amateurs, fighting the best in the world. You know, prepared him for this moment. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment that he's been waiting for. Nobody wanted to step up to the plate and fight Lara, but this man did. Well, July 12th, it's time to produce. It's time to go out there and just fight hard. And I have no doubt in my mind that he will come out and fight hard, because he knows this is his moment. So, with a record of 19-1 and 12 knockouts, de Guantánamo Bay, Guantánamo, Cuba, Erislandy Lara.
Quiero agradecerle a todos los que están presentes aquí, a los fans mexicanos, Canelo. No se preocupen, que la escuela viene ahorita, no se preocupen. Estoy muy agradecido. Quiero agradecer al Team Lara, al Team, a Jaime, a Golden Boy, Charlo, a todos y a América principalmente por darme la oportunidad de estar en este país. Team Canelo.
He says he wants to thank everyone for being here today, especially the fans, the media, especially the Mexican fans. Don't worry, we got a surprise for you July 12th. The whole team.
Nada, ya estamos un poco ya en la pelea, ya esperamos solamente el 12 de julio. Y que gane mejor. No se preocupen, que la escuela cubana es la mejor del mundo, y yo me llegué a este nivel peleando en las cuatro esquinas. Yo llegué a este nivel peleando en el cuadrilátero y con los mejores de la división de 154 kilos, y lo he demostrado día tras día.
He says, he came from Cuba, where he fought the best. He prepared himself for this moment, for this time. He earned this in the ring, fighting in the ring against the best fighter in the division, not fighting on the corners, Mexico.
Y ya, gracias. Soy suerte de Canelo, y nos vemos el 12 de julio.
Ahora, para presentarles Team Canelo, les quiero presentar el manager de Canelo, Don Chepo José Reynoso.
Buenas tardes, Nueva York. Good afternoon, Nueva York. All you people yelling. Bien contentos de verlos aquí tan alegres. También ustedes dejaron a lo mejor algunos su trabajo, arriesgando que les rebajen las horas. Very happy to see all you here, especially you that skipped out on work. Hopefully they don't stop their awareness. Eso es querer al Canelo, eso es querer a la nación mexicana. Bueno, agradecer a los medios también tan importantes, agradecer la presencia de un gran amigo del Paul Malillani, que también nos visita aquí, un gran campeón. Thank you to all the press that's out here that's covering the fight, and thank you to Paul Malinaji, a great friend that's here as well. Y decirles que el próximo 12 de julio, bueno, Lara ha dicho que la escuela cubana, yo nomás les voy a decir, en México no hay escuelas, en México hay universidades del boxeo. July 12th, Lara keeps talking about there's Cuban school of boxing. Well, in Mexico, we have universities of boxing.
Gracias, Don Chepo. Also, I would like to introduce to the podium to say a few words. The man who prepares Canelo, the man who gets him in shape, comes out with a strategy, and that is Eddie Reynoso. Eddie.
Buenas tardes, pues contentos como todos ustedes aquí.
Good afternoon, very happy to be here with all of you.
Va a ser una pelea muy interesante, la verdad. Ya eres un muy buen peleador, no hay necesidad de decirlo. Saúl, un excelente boxeador, va a ser una pelea de estilos.
It's going to be a very interesting fight. Lara's a very good fighter, we don't need to say it. So is Saúl. It's going to be an interesting style.
Por un lado, Lara corriendo toda la noche. Lara's ganado, Saúl yendo por él.
Lara's going to be running all night, and Saúl's going to be chasing him.
Pero el resultado del último banda va a ser el que todos sabemos, lo vamos a noquear ese día. Muchas gracias por estar apoyando a Saúl como siempre y que tenga buenas tardes.
Gracias, Eddie, gracias. And now, he's one of the most compelling fighters on the planet today. He's a former world champion and still just 23 years old. But before I present the fighter, the young fighter, the great fighter, I want to do a presentation. I want to thank people in Espanol. As you know, or some of you don't know, they gave Saúl Canelo Alvarez the honor of sporting the front cover of People in Espanol. So if you want to check it out for yourself, they're on the newsstands now, and we want to thank People in Espanol for all your support that you will be giving this fight and boxing beyond. So here it is. Saúl Canelo Alvarez. Thank you, People in Espanol. He's been a professional since 2005. Canelo won the WBC junior middleweight title with a victory over Austin Trout. He's back on track. He fought El Perro Angulo, and it's interesting because both fighters have the similar opponents in Trout and Angulo. Both stopped Angulo in the 11th round. Both went the distance with 10th round. I'm sorry. Both went the distance with Trout. So now what's going to happen? What's going to happen July 12th? You know, it's a very, very interesting matchup. So preparen las barbacoas, preparen la carne asada. Bring out your barbecues, have a great time with your families, just have a great time. And we're going to bring back that tradition, you know, of having great fights for the fans, for the sport of boxing. So, without any further ado, with a record of 43-1, 31 knockouts de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Saúl El Canelo Alvarez.
Primero que nada, el apoyo que siempre me brindan.
Thank everybody for all the support as always.
Es lo que me hace levantarme todas las mañanas a correr.
Because of you, I wake up and get up in the morning to go running.
Lo que me da aliento para seguir entrenando.
What motivates me to keep training.
Porque quiero que un día diga la gente que salí de México para el mundo.
Because I want one day for everybody to say that I came out from Mexico to the world.
Y es una gran responsabilidad para mí, porque en México hay grandes leyendas.
And it's a big responsibility for me because in Mexico there's a lot of legends.
Y nunca nadie se va a comparar con ninguno.
And we can never compare any one of us
De cualquier parte del mundo.
with every part of the world.
Y como los mexicanos, no hay dos.
Like Mexicans, there's none two alike.
Lara habló mucho.
Lara talked a lot.
Ustedes pidieron la pelea
You guys asked for the fight,
y aquí está.
and here it is.
Para mí siempre lo que ustedes pidan, eso será.
And what you guys always ask for me, I will give to you.
Me lo han dicho varias veces. En esta ocasión en el camerino me lo dijo otra persona que no tuve por qué haber tomado esta pelea.
A lot of you have asked me, and just now they asked me again in the locker room, why did I take this fight?
¿Por qué no?
Why not?
He peleado con todos los estilos en el boxeo
I fought with everybody, any style.
y ese estilo no habrá problema.
And with that style, there's nothing to
Quiero agradecerles a todos por siempre apoyarme y los veo el 12 de julio. Gracias.
get.